Hi, everyone, and welcome back to my Summer Lunch and Learn series. I am Helen Panos, founder of Dynamis Learning. It's a K through 12 tutoring, SAT, ACT prep company, and executive functioning. We are here again every Tuesday for the month of July. This will be the last two that I'm doing for the summer. We are cutting that shorter this year due to a very busy August coming up. Schools have moved up in the start time of August 3rd. So in the metro Atlanta area. Some, of course, in other states are doing it later. Private schools are about a week behind your public school systems in Atlanta. So the first 30 days is the key to student success, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. As we head into a new school year, I want to share something that may surprise you. The first 30 days of school often sets the tone for the entire year. Not even the entire semester, the entire year. It's much easier to build good habits from day one than it is to fix bad habits in, let's say, October or November. Then you're cutting it really short and it's past the 9-week report cards. And it gets harder to try to capture and get a child caught up. So whether your child is in kindergarten or high school, the first few weeks of the school year are about creating routines, confidence, and momentum. Again, creating routines, confidence, and momentum. Today, I'm going to share 7 keys that can make the first month much smoother for parents and for students. And we're going to run through these in about 7 minutes, not to keep you very long. So I want you to listen out for these completely. And if you can, listen to the replay so you listen again if you don't catch something. So key number 1, establish the routines immediately. Children thrive on predictability. I don't care the age, especially the younger ones. Predictability. If you have a child that's ADHD, predictability. Instead of waiting until the school year starts, figuring out everything, later, like we run on the seat of our pants, so to speak, begin practicing your bedtime routines, your morning routines, your backpack preparation, your lunch packing, the homework time, all of that ahead of time. The less your child has to think about when to do something, the more brain power they're going to have for learning. And then they don't go in rushed at the beginning of their school day as well, feeling all anxious. So it kind of removes this anxiety somewhat, and for you. So consistency is more important than perfection. Key number 2, don't wait for missing work to occur. One missing assignment can quickly become 3, 5, 8, 10. Go into the habit of checking the parent portal. Teacher communication is important. Planners are important. And let me add about planners. Digital planners are not for everyone. I still to this day have a thing I write in. I also use a digital planner. So for certain things, I use a digital planner, but everything is like this in here in this binder, in this planner. I've got, it's a quarterly planner, but you can figure out what's best for your child. So get them a real planner that they actually write in, because there's research that says paper to pencil is great and it helps with the memory. So the other thing to get into the habit of checking is assignment lists. Maybe you have a certain day of the week where you check your child's assignments, especially younger kids in elementary. Just 5 minutes a day can prevent hours of stress later on. If your child starts falling behind, address it early instead of hoping that it just fixes itself. I think we tend to get very busy as adults and then we think, it'll fix itself. That's not really going to happen. I have 25 plus years of experience in a Fulton County school system, and believe me, that doesn't happen. I've seen it all. Number 3, teach organization before it's needed. Everybody needs organization at some point. So organization isn't something students just magically learn. I'm starting to see more and more of this, why we are very busy with executive functioning coaching. I don't know. I was trying to figure out when we learned executive functioning skills. Put down in the comment section when you learned executive functioning skills, meaning how to organize, how to manage your time. I mean, I had such a busy day yesterday. I had to figure out how to manage my time and plug people in, and I had to stay on target. I had a pretty busy day. So kids have these kind of days too. So we need to make sure we're teaching them and showing them how to manage their time. So help your child, for instance, clean out backpacks weekly. Take a look at it, set a specific day you're going to do that. Keep folders organized. Have a dedicated homework space. It could be a red folder. There's a lot of different techniques and strategies to that. Charging devices every night. Where would they put them? They should put them in the same place and charge them. It's got to be a habit, or they're not going to remember to do it, folks. Let's just be honest. We do the same thing. If I don't have a routine, I'm not going to remember to charge my phone. And sometimes I fall asleep and I'm like, I just forgot to plug in my phone. So small habits prevent big problems. Number 4, Keaton is number 4. Focus on progress and not perfection. I think some parents think perfection is the answer. No, it's progress. The beginning of the school year is a big adjustment, especially when you're going from 5th to 6th grade, 8th to 9th grade. Senior year's a whole other story. Got a lot of stuff going on senior year you have to keep up with. Parents too, and that schedule. So they may be, it may be forgotten homework that you're looking at. Maybe, you may get tears. There may be frustration going on. That's normal. Celebrate the effort, though. I noticed you got started without being reminded. Praise them about that. Great job remembering your folder. I mean, I was just tutoring a little 5-year-old a few minutes ago before I jumped on here while I was a tad late. And I mean, I was praising him every time he was doing something great, and you could just see him light up. So confidence grows from recognizing progress. Key number 5, encourage independence. As parents, we naturally want to help, of course, but ask yourself, is this something my child can do independently with a little bit of coaching? Allow them to pack their backpack after you've shown it to them several times. Let them check their assignments. Let them email their teachers after a while, especially kids as they get older in middle school and high school. Prepare materials. Allow them to do that. See what they're doing. Let them do it. If they don't do something right, you just kind of step in and gently probe them into doing it right. The goal isn't raising students who depend on us. It's raising students who become confident problem solvers. Key number 6, communicate early with teachers, folks. Teachers appreciate that proactive communication. I know I did. If your child has ADHD, anxiety, dyslexia, executive function challenges, a 504 plan, or an IEP, and you know this, I can tell you need to reach out early. I always knew which parents they were that were like reaching out before I could even start setting up my 504 meetings. They were going to make sure I knew their child had one, and I had all the 504s, but still, they were being proactive. Building a partnership now makes future conversations much easier. And key number 7 is my last one. Watch for early warning signs. The first month tells you a whole lot. It really does. And teachers are very busy. They have a lot of kids in a classroom. I know as a teacher, I would pick up on certain kids and what they're doing, because usually those just kind of stand out. They're a little different. So pay attention if your child is doing any of these things. Frequently forgets assignments, takes hours to complete their homework, avoids school altogether, or they're yawning, or I was watching this child just now yawning when I had him doing something that was uncomfortable. Seems overwhelmed every day. Their child may seem overwhelmed almost every day already. Has increasing frustration or anxiety. I remember we got a call the 3rd day of school last year. It was about Spanish. Parent immediately knew this child is struggling big time. 3rd day of school. He pulled out an A or a B, I believe, his senior year in the Spanish class. So he had a tutor all year long. And he stayed on track. Mom is busy working, and so is dad. So they need somebody that can be accountable to that child every time. These aren't reasons, though, to panic. If they can't do all these things I just mentioned, they are signals for your child that your child may need additional support. The earlier you intervene, the easier it is to help. I can tell you the parents that are intervening early are being very proactive and on this. They do not wait for things to somehow miraculously fix themselves. The earlier you intervene, the easier it is for us to help or any other outside source that you need. So remember, success during the first 30 days isn't about perfect grades, folks. It's about building habits. That's called executive functioning. When routines, organization, communication, and independence are established early, the rest of the school year becomes so much easier for the parents, for the student, for the school. If you're already seeing your child struggle with organization, you already know this about them, motivation, homework, study skills, you've been noticing it, executive functioning, or a particular subject, there could be gaps, don't wait until the report cards come home. That 4.5-week report card is a little of a strange one because unless they've had one test in there, and even if they have had one test and they didn't do well, it can really pull down their grades. So parents tend to get alarmed in the first 4.5 weeks, but that is a warning sign to pay attention to. Why did they not do well in that first test? So early support can make all the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you find this helpful, please share it. Follow Dynamis Learning for more practical strategies to help students build confidence and achieve academic success, because we have a blog about momentum equaling confidence and making its way toward confidence so that kids can be confident in what they're doing. I have a SMART goal planner that I'd like to share with you all. It is going to be I'll include it in the comment section or up at the top of this. But if you'd like to schedule a call with me, you can go through my Dynamis Learning Academy website and go to contact, click there and type in that box, which you need. It'll come to me, or text me at 770-282-9931. I can't believe school is getting ready to start in less than, I don't know, like 10 days. So I'd love to hear from you. What's your family's biggest challenge during the first month of school? Type it in the comments section after you listen to this. Let's help each other make this the best school year yet. And, reach out, get the SMART goal planner, help your children set those goals early on. It'll keep them focused, and you can have that right there at their desk so they can remember they set these goals and what they needed to do to reach those goals and what challenges they may reach in trying to reach those goals, because they should have realized there are going to be some challenges and who's going to help them to get over those challenges. So get my SMART goal planner sheet. Reach out if you need any assistance from us, whether that's tutoring, SAT, ACT prep, executive functioning, and we do it all. Thank you. Next week, I'm going to have a guest with me, Alexa Walker. She's terrific. You won't want to miss this. She's going to be talking about parenting under pressure, understanding your nervous system. So come be here with us at 12 noon live next Tuesday. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.